Hello dear customers, my name is Remzi Başbu. Today I will give you information about our new underground imaging device. The name of our device is Proton Elıc Smart. Proton Elıc Smart is a very economical device both in terms of small price and comfortable to carry. The Proton Elıc Smart is capable of scanning up to 10 meters deep with a range of 150 meters. It can see things like room, tunnel, space, structures, metal in 3 dimensions and in a different way. Proton Elıc Smart installed sees the distance and depth of the target to you. We will provide more detailed information in the following stage of our video. Proton Elıc Smart is a device that conforms to world standards with quality regression certificates. Let's get to know the accessories of our device. Yes, dear viewers, first let us know the accessories of our Proton Elıc Smart device. Let's let you know what's in the delivery. Next to our device Proton Elıc Smart Use CD, Proton Elıc Smart Application CD, our brand model tablet computer with touch screen. Depending on market conditions, the computer may vary. But for now, this computer is on sale. Our device has a waterproof, impact-resistant carrying case. We have a power cord inside our device. We have a power supply battery. We have a cable to charge our power cord. We have a charging cable from the computer and internal location. We have an internal probe sensor. We have the device heat unit. Yes, friends, let's get to know our heat unit. Magnetic sensor input of our device is here. The connector that our power cable enters is here. We have our main operation button. There is a button to turn the laser on and off, either going to on the magnetic or thermal side. We have a button here. Now let's install our device. Yes, friends, let's install our sensor now. Let's install our power supply cable. We plug our cable into our power supply. We assemble our power supply in connector. We have completed the connection of our device. We have switch on our device is active, turning on our laser. Now our Proton Elıc Smart is ready to scan. What should be right grip with our Proton Elıc Smart device? Let me give you practical information about it. When we turn on our Proton Elıc Smart device, we turn on our laser here and we have two pointing sensors to link the distance, and we have a distance laser to show. If we hold the device correctly, this laser is a plus, as you can see. I tell you, I were holding the device right. If you hold it up and down, the laser will not stop properly. The position of the device is very important for a good scan. So it should be as you can see right now. Yes, our laser shows that our current grip position is correct. When the holding position is incorrect, the placing might be too far to the right or left. It can be far ahead or far behind. This grip is absolutely faulty. The placing should be aligned between our two legs. In general, it is most ideal to have it the way you see it. You also see two laser lights facing the target. Yes, Proton Elıc Smart users, all installation is complete. Normally the computer should be hanging around my neck with the carrying case. But I scan like this, so that you can see the screen more easily. Let's make our connection. Come to choose as for. The computer automatically assigns code. Our connection in our device is COM4. Now we have our connection. For good use, we should pay attention to this. We are shutting outdoors on the computer. Before starting, I set a curtain area in front of me. I set my device to show two matters. I see the grip height. I say start. I am scanning. I am scanning in small circular motions. Doing pink at bad moves will make my scan wrong. I recommend that you pay particular attention to this. Keep in mind that the right position and shape of the scan is very important for a good scan. Now, how do I keep Proton Elıc Smart from a wide angle? How do I scan? Let's tell you this. First, let's make our computer connection. Come connection. Connecting device, you see a rotation movement on the screen. The device automatically adjusts itself to area. I am taking my device in the line of sight and scanning it with small movements. Now, I stop shooting. When I am seeing now a 5 meters deep 6 meter gap, which I am going to record now. This is a historic place. I am in a church in the Cappadocia. It is possibly to have such streets and gaps. Now let's do another scan together again. A recorded hour provides data. I am making my COM connection. I am ready without breaking it. I am starting to shoot now. Now we are in a church up and down our device again when we come across the same range out. I am taking my device at 2 meter position. Opening my control panel. Here I choose the indoor options. I start. I am holding it on the well and killing. First of all, if the blue tones are high in the incoming data, we select to shaft option. If the green and red tones are high, we chose the wither option. We are scanning our targets without breaking or scanning position. You dear Proton Elıc smart users, will tell you about our 5 topics. Soon we're going to do some work on the gaps and tunnel. Proton Elıc smart device based on electromagnetic phase reading. In other words, it is a device that mirrors the electromagnetic chains occurring on the soil surface and reflects that on our screen. On the other hand, our industrial and hobby users, a metal buried underground must remain buried for many years before the device can distinguish. It takes 9 years for iron, longer years of copper and bronze, and much longer for gold. Of course, we do various tests while manufacturing our device. But remember that this device is based on electromagnetic phase reading because the objects buried underground will not immediately make an iron exchange. It will detect to target, give a metallic color, but will not disguise silver, metal, gold, bronze in any way. This is normal and should be. On the other hand, if this device could see exposed gold and silver, we could find a gold store when we hold it. You dear Proton Elıc smart users, will tell you about our 5 topics. Soon we're going to do some work on the gaps and tunnel. Proton Elıc Smart a device based on electromagnetic phase reading. In other words, it is a device that mirrors the electromagnetic chains occurring on the soil surface and reflects that on our screen. On the other hand, our industrial and hobby users, a metal buried underground must remain buried for many years before the device can distinguish. It takes 9 years for iron, longer years of copper and bronze, and much longer for gold. Of course, we do various tests while manufacturing our device. But remember that this device is based on electromagnetic phase reading because the objects buried underground will not immediately make an iron exchange. It will detect to target, give a metallic color. We can see a nickel around the neck of woman sting anywhere. This is not designed for this purpose. Proton Elıc Smart is designed on fine burials that were formerly buried underground. All sensor and software are adjusted accordingly. Do not test newly embedded metals. We are currently in Cappadocia. It is a history of 7,000 years. We have the chance to see the most recent 3,000-year underground animals. As I said, the Proton Elıc Smart in underground imaging device that scans with electromagnetic phase reader. Yes, Proton Elıc Smart users, we are on the open file next. There are some gaps and tunnels ahead. In order to see the screen, you will see both the details of the camera and the main camera. Now I am running the scan. I run the scan. I am going to my computer. I say stop from the control panel. I am leaving my lapel microphone and my device. I am going where the void is seen. Yeah, I am walking. I've come to the area we are scanning. We say the deep and the distance. Yes, friends, our computer is ready. I am starting to scan with our device. We have a gap in front of us within meters. I came to my screen and stopped scanning. Now I am heading to the destination. I am leaving my Proton Elıc Smart device. Now I am walking into this void, a gap of about 34 meters away. I walk to the destination to check with a contact. The big blue we save on the screen showed us her. As you can see, this is the big gap I made on the screen. We will examine this section of the room in greater detail. I walk to the destination to check with a contact. The big blue we save on the screen showed us her. As you can see, this is the big gap I made on the screen. We will examine this section of the room in greater detail. We finished our practical trainings in the field. Now let's evaluate the shots on the computer screen during the day. I am turning on our Proton Elıc smart device. Proton Elıc software has language options. Which language to use? We select the language option. We chose Turkish. On the other hand, we have a camera sync. If you want to add a camera, we will choose her. Her are the threshold, strength and soften settings. When we say new, they refresh. When we say open, it opens the recorded data. Day search should be selected if they search, and night should be selected if we search night. If we should in remain magnetic if are going to magnetic scanning, and thermal if you are going to thermal scanning. Then there is, you can select sonar scanning if you are going to part and regional scanning. We are connected. You save a turn. This can sometimes take 5 seconds. We have selected link magnetic, pre-scan, and we started the scan. I scanned the area I wanted. I stopped scanning. Before and after our daytime scan, we determine the distance of the target to use and determine at least 2 meters. The metallic object that appears here is the 13 meters away. After scanning, I leave 2 meters to level. I set and muse the distance of the target. To understand the depth, if there are more blue shades, the soil options here should be miles. If the background color of the scan area is red and green tones are high, we should select the air. We chose our target. I set it up 2 meters. our distance seen at 13 meters centimeters. Let's record our data. We can put a name we want. I call this data RB1. I saved in the rest scope. The data is opened when we bring in the top 13 meters away. 1 meter 36 centimeters deep. Let me tell you something about how a void looks and is understood. As you can see on the left side of our screen, there is a bar on the left that mirrors the screen stretch. Now the scala here should go down the middle part here. It might be a structure consists of several stones. We're trying to get in the right in the middle. Here was we that is a metallic object, but 150 values. On the scala of discrimination between 0 and 28,000 iron symbols. Yes, Proton Elıc smart users follow our screen. Let's open your software again and perform thermal scanning. Before thermal scanning, we switch the button of the main unit of our device to thermal scanning. The connection to our device has been complete. If we do it before we do our scan, we have to do it day and night. Now let's do outdoor scan. I choose the night because it's night. My scan is thermal and I started scanning. Now I stopped scanning. We stopped scanning. We're in the air room where we're a dark environment to see the screen and did the thermal scan. As we do in magnetic scan, I set the target to 2 meters so that we can see our distance from the target. It is that a gap? No, it is not. I look it at the signal strength bar, where neither a metal nor a gap appears. In a metallic object, the signal strength bar does not increase. Now let's move on to another data. We opened our program. When we identify the computer in our software, it automatically assigns data to our source. If we're going to scan a house and its walls, we should choose an interior. If I am going to scan something outside, we have to do on an outdoor scan. The device does not have a sense of distance from the air. We brought it to an indoor shot. Let's start our scan. Scanning start. The place you see now in not for from use. We stop it in now. Yes, Proton Elıc smart users follow our screen. Let's open your software again and perform thermal scanning. Before thermal scanning, we switch the button of the main unit of our device to thermal scanning. The connection to our device has been complete. If we do it before we do our scan. We have to do it day and night. Now let's do outdoor scan. I choose the night because it's night. My scan is thermal and I started scanning. Now I stopped scanning. We stopped scanning. We're in the air room where we're a dark environment to see the screen and did the thermal scan. As we do in magnetic scan, I set the target to 2 meters so that we can see our distance from the target. It is that a gap? No, it is not. I look it at the signal strength bar, where neither a metal nor a gap appears. In a metallic object, the signal strength bar does not increase. Now let's move on to another data. We opened our program. When we identify the computer in our software, it automatically assigns data to R4. If we're going to scan a house and its walls, we should choose an interior. If I am going to scan something outside, we have to do on an outdoor scan. The device does not have a sense of distance from the air. We brought it to an indoor shot. Let's start our scan. Scanning start. The place you see now in not from use. We stop it in now. When we pull down, let's immediately active our distance. There is a range out here. It measures the depth of the object it sees. Yes, Proton Elıc smart users. Now let's take an indoor shot. Let's assume that we are in closet room, cave or building in exactly of the such an interior shot. Now let's run a scan. We stopped scanning. If we are indoors, our distance to destination is how far behind the wall applies to indoor shooting. The wall in front of me is 1 meter 90 centimeters away. The outdoor space is also different. There are some play shots that we during the day. Now let's open this. As seen in a church attraction, there is a gap. It's a wrong shot, even if it's data that comes out straight. The zero data on the left should be at the bottom. Therefore, your tablet device should definitely be around your neck. We cannot measure the symmetry of this gap. We can't decide this shot, so we have to be in the right position. We open church side room data, the data we have been using with the camera. Again, we see a gap on the left. You cannot take healthy shots when you are away from the computer and cannot adjust your grip position. Although the data is accurate, Wion's remains low. Finally, we have a data shot in front of the church. Let's open it up. We see very obvious space here. The signal strength section is below. Otherwise, the zero scalar should be zero in the middle. Let's open up the last shot we made here. This is shot is in this right shot. The 0 point has not gone down. And we see that there is analog level. That feature don't matter to understand the quality of the gap. I am going on the left side. The value of this metal is 150. We think it's a stone that contains iron. We studied the Proton Elıc smart, the accessors, how they shot the right position, recording and imprinting the data we scan. Thank you for watching use. I wish you all the best in advance.